Hi, welcome everybody. Welcome to our Practitioner Spotlight series. I'm Kerry Turner from the People's Health Alliance, and I'm delighted to introduce Kim Wymer, Positive Thinking Transformational Mentor.
Oh,
Welcome, Kim. So happy to have you here and
oh,
delighted to spotlight you and all that you've been doing. So
oh,
please tell us more.
okay. So thank you for inviting me. It's lovely to be here, Kerry. Lovely to meet you as well. Thank you. Firstly, I'd like to ask, have you ever had any phobias in your
Me, yes.
lifetime? Yeah, phobias. They're quite common, aren't they? People get
Yep.
phobias of spiders and birds and stuff like that. But the biggest phobia that I ever had, Kerry, was I had this massive phobia of houseflies. Just
Wow.
yeah, just those any kind of fly, that if there was a fly in my room when I was younger, there's no way I would go in that room because I was so scared of them. What they stand for, what they do. Um, they taste you with their feet and they've got all their dirty little habits, and it's like, no way, I'd always had this phobia of houseflies. But I will never ever forget the evening when I was really enjoying a glass of wine, as we do, enjoy a glass of wine.
Oh, yes.
And I'd finished the glass of wine, but at the bottom of the glass, I took the last drop, and I all of a sudden found something spongy in my mouth. I know.
Oh,
So I
no.
took it out and I thought, what's that? And I put it under the light, under the lamp to look at it. And it was actually a maggot. It was the devil's spawn in my mouth. So I had this phobia. What's the chances of me having that bottle of wine and finding the one with the maggot in the bottom?
Oh,
But
wow.
that was actually a good thing that happened, Kerry, because that was the beginning of me getting myself off of the drinking, because I had this drinking habit, which was ruining my life.
Okay.
We can say it totally ruined my life. I had absolutely no focus whatsoever. And that's when I realized that I had to change my life because everything was going wrong. I had so many issues. I was miserable. I had debt. I had relationship problems. I had a low attention span. Everything was wrong in my life.
Mm.
And the drinking just topped it. So I think that was a sign from the universe to say, you've got to stop this. I'll give you your worst phobia in the thing that you love. So that was one of the things that sort of like helped me to change. Because thinking back in my life, I was an extremely shy person. I was really, really shy. I was such an introvert. I would not speak up even to say my name at school. I was one of the people in the
Mm.
background at school.
Yeah.
Wouldn't put my hand up, wouldn't show out. I'd only speak when I'm spoken to. I'd a lot to say if you was in my circle or if you resonated with me. But other than that, I wasn't a leery, loud type of person. So I'm really, really shy with no voice, no
Mhm.
confidence whatsoever. And I believe that's because I was bullied. I was bullied at school. And I believe that was the start of my unconfidence. I really, really do. And I took that throughout my whole life, up until my mid 40s. I was really shy and unconfident. And I married the first person that came along that showed interest in me. Got married really early, had children, and a mortgage and debt, and all the whole
Mhm.
shebang and all of that. But we ended up divorcing through certain circumstances. But I've written about that because I'm an author as well, and I've written that in my book, my life story,
Very
my
busy lady.
transformational, yeah, my transformational life story. I wrote all about it. It wasn't going to be a book. I was just airing my dirty laundry in this transcript that was personal to me, but it ended up being a book because I thought, you know what, this can help other people, because there must be so many people that have had more lows than highs in their lives and hit their rock bottom. So many people must have done
Okay.
this. I think this could help people.
Is
so
it still
so
available? Sorry, Kim, is it still available to buy?
yes,
So
yeah,
we can put that in the description so people can find
oh,
it.
excellent. Okay, yeah, I've got it here with me as well. it's
Oh,
it's
yeah, show
called
us the
out
picture.
it's called Out of the Shadows.
Uh,
And it's me coming out of my darkness, going into my light. So
Transformational.
That's what it's like, a personal transformation. Yeah.
That's great. I'd be interested in reading that.
Yeah, it is on Amazon. There's so much there, and it's on my website. But yeah, I'd lost my home. I went through a divorce. I lost my home. Thank goodness I didn't lose my children. I was so grateful for that. But it was a fight. It was a fight.
Mm.
Um, my parents emigrated to Australia. My best friend, my sister emigrated to Australia, all whilst I was going through my divorce. And it's just like, oh, just get the wine out, just get the drink out. That's the only way I could think to cope with things. But it was actually making things worse, and I hit rock bottom.
Sounds like there was no support network outside of family and friends.
No support network at all. I wasn't aware of anything. I didn't do well in school, wasn't well educated, had jobs in mundane jobs in supermarkets, and didn't have any self-worth sort of thing. Didn't
Exactly
bother.
the words I was thinking of. When you said that, I thought that sounds like you didn't value yourself.
Not at all. Not at all. But was unaware of that at the time, until I started to pour my heart out on the pages and start to write about my life and think, oh my God. And I remember crying, writing it, thinking, you don't realize at the time because it's gone and you don't think about it anymore. But when you do bring it to the front of your mind and it comes up, it was like therapy
Hmm.
to write it down and bring it all up and get it off your chest. It's a therapy. And I believe everybody's got a book in them. And it's a really good therapy. You don't have to sell it or get it out there, but even for yourself, for your personal self, to write things down is so, so
Just to have a
beneficial.
journal. If you can't,
Yes,
if you don't feel
yeah,
like you can write a book, I suppose a journal is the
yeah,
next thing.
totally,
And do you
totally
feel
is.
that really did help or start the healing process?
Definitely did. It definitely did, because I wanted change so much. Someone said to me, Kim, one day, Kim, you've got to be more positive. And I remember thinking, I know I have got to be more positive, but I don't know how to be positive because it wasn't in my environment, my upbringing, my family. It just wasn't spoken about. And everything, I don't know, we were like party people. We were like drinking and partying and going to work all week, even having, drinks in the evening and drinking at the weekend again. And that's all it was. It was a continuous cycle. We didn't look into education, learning new things, online courses, nothing like that. So for me to want change, I had to wean myself off of the drinking to source myself a coach. And
Hmm.
in 2012, not many people had coaches or looked for coaches.
Hmm.
But because I wanted to read lots of books on positivity, I had to get off the drinking. That was the challenge in the beginning because I couldn't even string a sentence together when I was trying to read the positive thinking books.
Yeah. Well, it's hard. If you've been drinking, it's hard to focus, isn't it, on something
Yes,
you really need your attention on.
yeah, definitely. And you think, I read a sentence and think, I didn't even take that in. So I'll have to read that again. So I thought, I really do have to get off the. There were so many signs to
Yeah,
get off the drinking anyway. And I remember reading a book called Love Life, Live Life
I like
by,
that.
yeah, by a lady called Sue Stone. I don't know if anybody's heard of Sue Stone. Many people
Yeah.
do know Sue, but I remember emailing Sue Stone, telling her, "Oh my God, that book was amazing," joining her newsletter, and then just getting her newsletters every month. And after a while, applying to go on her course because I wanted to learn more. I wanted to learn all the techniques that she was giving. She was the queen of positivity in my eyes. But the reason I chose her, Kerry, was because she resembled my mum and my sister, because my mum and my sister looked alike at the time. And I thought, yeah, I really liked it. And I've read her book, emailed her, and ended up going on a course. And that was it. She taught me absolutely everything about life, quantum physics, energy. Yes, the laws of attraction, the universal laws, how to change your mindset, how to calm your mind. She taught me all of the tools and techniques.
But just
And you
going
know
back to
what?
that finding, Sue, sorry to interrupt. I'm just thinking
Yes,
how much confidence you must have gained to make that leap to even go on the course after your history.
totally. I don't know where I got the confidence for to do that, but I knew I had to change and I knew I had to take some kind of action because I was reading Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway by Susan Jeffers. I was reading all the books and I thought, I have got to take action, do something. And I'm really, really scared. I was scared to email Sue, but I pressed the button and thought, oh, I've said it. I've said it. Oh my God, what's going to happen? I remember when she rang me to go on her course, I was so scared like a child. She's just a human being
Mm.
teaching, and that was a massive, massive journey. I'd seen The Secret, the DVD, The Secret. My sister sent me that, and I thought the law of attraction. Oh my God, what you give out! See, I didn't know any of this. Didn't know what you give out comes back, and we're all made up of energy and quantum physics, which sounded complicated, but was explained to me so simply. It's like,
Mm.
wow, yeah. So it's a whole new world, and it really put me on a level that then I knew I had to get even braver. Yeah, and I had to find my confidence. It was such a process. I did write about it. And it all boils down to our belief system at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And, it all started to resonate with me. And our belief system is absolutely everything. And as we know, Bruce Lipton wrote about the biology of belief. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's another one I read. I read so many books and I was so happy. It kept me off of wanting to drink any wine because I was not doing that anymore. That's the old part of life. Now it's a new part of life. I'm going to educate myself. And this was in my mid 40s because I did not have any education before that. Now I'm learning what I want to learn,
Yeah.
what's interesting to me, not what the system's giving me to tell me to learn. Now it's my choice. So I was questioning my life as well. I thought, why am I here? What am I supposed to be doing? What am I supposed to be doing in this life? I can't just work in a supermarket or do dead end jobs and that's it. End of, what do I do? So it's all about confidence as well and our belief system and what we believe in becomes true for us. You get what you tell yourself, and it's basically we're giving ourselves instructions by how we're speaking. We all know about this positive stuff. We
Yeah.
all know about this law of attraction, but do we use it every single day in our lives?
Yeah. And
You know?
it's so easy to live in fear, isn't it?
Yes,
And
it is easy
especially
to
if
live
it's,
in fear.
a should we say manipulated program, really
Yes,
make us
definitely. I
fearful.
think the world is geared at the moment to
Mm.
be, manipulate us, but we know better than that. This
Yeah.
is why it's like having a shower. We have to practice this every single day. It's not just a one-off thing that you learn, it's like a daily process. Because our mental health is really, really important,
So
isn't it?
before we go on to what you do kind of daily, so what did that then lead you onto after you did the course with Sue Stone and then you were thinking, right, got to change my life. What happened next?
Yes. We gained this really we gained lots of tools and PDFs and things that were downloaded and a big manuscript and everything that we'd learned. And I learned that manuscript back to front on a daily basis. This is how much I wanted change. And I learned all the talks, all the speeches. I joined Toastmasters. I really wanted to get this message out there, and it was so scary. It took me a couple of years, Kerry,
Hmm.
because I had to learn to love myself. I had to learn to be comfortable with myself. I was given from the universe all of these different scenarios that were helping me to gain confidence. I met the right people that were helping me to get there, to push me out of my comfort zone,
Yeah, that takes some doing, doesn't it? It
Yeah,
really does.
yeah. I was guided to join business networking and ended up becoming an area leader in Mayfair
What's business
for
networking? Sorry,
for
Kim.
networking. It was for networking, 4N, it was called. So I tried all different business networking, met the right people that helped me to get my speeches together and become braver. So that was a big learning curve.
Yeah.
It was fun at the time as well, and I met lots of different people and trying to learn about business as well. And yeah, that was the start of trying to get my self confidence. So at the
Did you meet
time, it was like,
people?
sorry.
Sorry, no. So I was going to say, did you meet people that were like-minded or were they more into the business sort of corporate world?
I had to be careful how I explained things. And it was mostly female. I must say back then it was mostly female that was understanding where I was coming from. I found that the men were a little bit like, I don't know, put off or didn't quite understand what I was trying to get across or what I was trying to teach,
Hmm.
you know. But basically I was trying to teach simple tools and techniques like meditation, EFT, affirmations, visualizing. I had all the happy tools. I had it all set up in, you know, having one-to-ones with people and all of that stuff, things to download. And I was repeating myself on repeat all of the time. And after all of that, I thought I could make these into online courses. It's going to make my life a lot easier, you know. So that process started as well, which took me absolute ages because I'm not a techie person.
So that was another thing that you've had to overcome and learn,
Yes.
step out of your comfort zone and learn a new
Yeah.
thing again.
Yeah, that's what it was. It's been since 2012, it's been one massive learning journey because that's what I was asking for, and that's what kept coming into me. Okay, Kim, you got to learn this, then you got to learn that. Before you can get to that stage, you got to learn this, this, and this. And it was such a process, but I did love it. It was fun. It was great, and I met some amazing people.
So are
Um,
you still in contact with those people or?
yeah, I am still in contact. I met some lovely people who are practitioners, not what I do, but you know, homeopaths and EFT practitioners, and yeah, met some really lovely people. Um, because mental health is so important. Mental health is so important. That led me down the route to joining the Samaritans and learning how to help people over the phones on, you know, within the Samaritans. That was in 2017, but I ended oh, oh, Kerry's gone. Okay. So yeah, as I was saying, mental health is extremely important, and it led me to join the Samaritans and help the Samaritans over the phone. And I learnt so much there as well. That was another world, you know, hearing
Been
people.
hugely challenging.
Yes, it was very challenging. Yes, that was helping me to gain confidence as well, because you just wouldn't believe, you know, the kind of things that people ring up with. And I opened my mind as well. And I mean, we've all had mental health problems in our lives, maybe. I have, not mental health issues, but, you know, I've lost the plot. I lost the plot back then when, you know, everything was going wrong. So it's about having compassion for people that are suffering and, you know, just need a bit of help and a bit of reassurance and a bit of support, you know. So that was an eye opener. I ended that shortly after 2020. Got a bit complicated in there, in the office.
Yeah.
And yeah. um, so then I realised that, you know, I'm a captain of my ship. I'm the driver of my bus. I'm the one who controls my mind, because your mind is like a your mind. You're more than your mind. Your mind is like a tool, and the way we're using this tool is a habit, and we're the ones to control the habits. Um, it's just like, as I said, with the belief system and the mental health, we can rewire our brains. We can change our mindsets from negative to positive, because I'm proof.
Yeah.
You know, we can make things happen. Um, it's our language, it's everything. I am total proof of that. And that's why I like to teach this now. You know, I was teaching it, I was getting on stages. That's why I joined the Toastmasters. With the law of attraction, it was all rollerballing and it was all happening. And I was thinking, oh, this is brilliant. I was getting on the stages and giving the talks, and it was scary, but a really good buzz at the time as well. And then 2020 come in, put a stop to all of that.
Yeah. So were you
Yeah,
doing
and
your online, had you set up all your online courses by
I
2020?
had set it up, but I hadn't done anything with it. And then 2020 come in, and then I was business net and working online and giving little talks online. But in 2022, I lost my mum,
Oh, that's so
and
sad.
that changed everything. That's changed absolutely everything. And that's why I decided that I've got to do something with my online courses, you know. So teaching people on my online course absolutely everything. I've got 3 different ones here. Everything that I know is on those courses. You know, the beginner's course, which is an introduction to it. You've got a beginner's course, which is the medium-sized course, and then the big course is like 5 hours long, but you can stop and start it and keep it forever and keep going back to it. And it's just me speaking and teaching all of the tools and the techniques, really. Because I believe people can regain their inner spark. Sometimes we lose it. I
Yeah.
lost mine on the journey. You know, I've had to come back and look in my journals and read all of my tools and techniques and start practicing them again, because we forget and we move away from them because life comes in, things happen, and it knocks us off of our pedestal sometimes. So it's always
That's a
good to
great
go back and,
demonstration, though, isn't it? Of you were there, you were at the top, and then something knocks you down, but then looking at the tools to bring you back up,
yeah,
which it
yeah,
shows it works.
yes, most definitely. Um, we lose our spark, don't we? We lose
Yeah.
our inner happiness, and I don't believe it's possible to be happy on the ceiling 24/7. That's you know, that's not possible. It's all about our vibration and our frequency, and that's how the tools and techniques help, which is on the courses. And you know, basically encouraging people to grow and move forward, because sometimes we step back and don't want to move forward again, and we stay stuck, and we
Yeah.
need a little bit of help and encouragement and inspiration to, you know, to move forward again.
Your
um
life experiences, right from way back, right from that horrible experience from school, which lots of people have had, haven't they, being bullied,
yes,
and then through all your relationship, etc. But that gave you the experience to be more empathetic with other
yes,
people.
oh yeah,
Wow.
most definitely.
You understand.
Yeah,
You understand what they've been
you
through.
do. You do understand. Just like you've been there, seen it, done it, got the t-shirt. You remember how it felt, and you don't want anyone else to feel how you felt. So you try and help people as much as you can. Yeah, the Samaritans helped to be, you know, empathetic to people,
Mm.
empathic to people. Um,
But I think as a
and
practitioner, you're a great example of what you do works, as I say, because you were knocked down and you've come back up again.
yeah, yeah, we are so resilient. We bounce back. We are more resilient than we know. But I had many negative emotions as well, Kerry, and they was holding me back. You know, all the hatred and the anger, the bitterness and the revenge and all of that, holding on to that. I was hurting myself.
Mm.
That was a task to try and let go of all of that, because my frequencies were so low, holding on to all of that, that I was attracting more low frequency stuff. It's like a cycle, isn't it?
Yeah. Which people don't understand, do they?
No,
Like you say, the
no,
law of
people,
attraction.
yeah, people don't understand. So it's about raising your vibe and working on the love and the peace and the optimism, and you know, the positivity and the feel good and all the positive words. I mean, we could make lists. And
Yeah.
the happiness, it's working on the opposite side to that, but having the awareness of how we are speaking to ourselves, what we're saying, you know, and what we're thinking. At every single level, whatever we're thinking of is creating our future. So
We're
it's the
bigger,
awareness at the end of the day.
we're bigger than our thoughts. Our thoughts
Yeah.
shouldn't control us. We should be
Yes.
able to.
Yes.
Mm.
Exactly. Which is
To help.
exactly like the captain of our ships.
Yeah.
So we do need those reminders.
So have you just got a couple of little examples of how or what you do each day to keep that positivity? Do you have obviously
Right.
manifestation mantras?
Yes, I do. I always promise myself I make my Mondays easy. Okay. And I have my time to do all my positive stuff on my Mondays and make it easy. And I listen to YouTube videos that are inspirational, and I do EFT to my inspirational affirmations. And I visualize this day's going to go amazing, or whatever I want in life. I visualize that as well. And I keep that vision, and things, miraculous things have happened. I didn't know how to write a book, but the right people, events, and scenarios and opportunities came to me to help me to get the book out there. You
Universe.
know, yeah, universal things just happen because it's about knowing what you want. Actually knowing what you want. I've attracted some brilliant stuff to myself. One of them was a horse, and
Really?
I didn't buy it. A friend of mine, you wouldn't believe it, a friend of mine gave me her horse because I was looking after her daughter's horse because she couldn't go down the stables because she was a party girl. I was helping out my friend by going down the stables with her. She wasn't turning up, and I ended up doing all the work. And after about 3 months, she said, Kim, I can't come and look after the horse anymore. I'm pregnant, she said. Do you want him? And she gave me her horse. You can't make this stuff up, Kerry.
Oh, that's amazing.
Honestly, it was amazing. Most expensive hobby I've ever had in my whole life. Oh my goodness.
It's like being gifted a yacht or something, isn't it? It's all right
Yeah.
having that, but it's
I was
something else.
oh God, yeah. I was so ecstatic. And I think that's what it was. Where I was excited to go down the stables, it was just coming to me, coming to me. I was like a little child.
Oh, that's
I've attracted my car. I didn't buy my car, I attracted my car. That was a gift. Where I live, I attracted what I wanted it to look like. The deck inside, how it was set out. I've attracted so much, and I think that's down to those vision boards that I've been making and believing and talking myself into it and just knowing, just having the knowing that it's coming. Let it go, it's coming. I know that.
it's
So
like you say though, it's a lot it's knowing what you want. So you can manifest, oh, I want good things, but that's not specific, is it?
no, 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 you've got to be very specific, very quite specific. Yeah, you
And
have.
did you say vision boards? So you made vision boards for what you.
Yeah, I've had loads of vision boards over the years. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's how I got my car. I know that. I had my car, a specific car that I wanted. I knew. Um, Phones, iPads, laptops, people, events, holidays, everything. From the small things to the biggest thing I can think of is that horse and that car. And there's other things in the pipeline that I know are going to come that I'm asking for, but you've got to be very specific. And when you're on that higher vibe, they come quicker. And when you've got the knowing, it comes quicker. But it's not all about materialism,
No.
actually. It's about your inner self. It's about how you feel on a daily basis, even without it all, you know, even without it all. If you've got your health, you've got your loved ones. This is what it's taught me as well. It's not all about the materialism. It's about your people in your life and your freedom.
And if you
It's
hadn't met those people that
mm,
resonated with you, that had the higher energy, then those things wouldn't have appeared anyway.
no, no. It can be done. It's just that it's brought the truth to me that wow, this stuff works. This is real, because in the beginning you have the doubts. But once you know you're always provided for, once you know, if you trust and you have faith and you know what you want, you just keep on trusting and having that faith. Yeah, if you're going to use the tools, because we all get anxiety, we all get worries and fears, the world does that to us.
Mhm.
And it's up to us to not focus on that, but to focus on how we want to feel, and to focus on what we do want, not what we don't want.
Definitely.
So once I understood that, that's when I had to change my frequencies and my vibrations by learning the simple tools and techniques at the end of the day. Yeah, and that's when the good stuff started to come in. And yeah, it's just so exciting, and it's my passion, and I just want to get my stuff out there because I believe it's important
You can see
that
it
we
in your
all.
face and your voice, and you're so full of energy and positivity, and it's great. I love it. I'd love so happy to have met you.
Oh, bless you, and you as well. And I just said as well that you remind me of my sister, and her name's Kerry, and she's blonde. And it's funny how we resonate with certain people, isn't it?
Yes, yeah,
Yeah, how it
definitely.
comes in, how it happens. It's brilliant.
And I'm so glad you found the PHA.
Yes, I was happy to find the PHA when that came in. I really
Share
was. I
that,
know.
a big story or a smaller story of how you found us.
How did I find you? Was it through Sue Stone again?
Potentially, she
Could
has
have
a.
been through Sue and a Facebook group as well. Yes. So I did put my name down. I did start to donate on there. I did when my mum passed away. So it's been more than 3 years that I've known you and been with you. And when my mum passed away, I remember emailing the PHA asking about can people donate to the PHA instead of sending flowers, and I found that really important and lovely. Yeah, and I followed the Facebook group ever since, and then I put my name on a directory,
Yep, you're here
and
with us now. You're on the
yeah,
directory.
I'm making to lovely you.
Brilliant. So pleased you're on. And because I hope this will then help people find you. More people will find you. And
Oh,
if
that would be good.
any practitioners that are listening or watching us, if they'd like to join, the details will be in the YouTube description. So please join us.
Yes, thank you. That would be amazing to connect with anybody. Because we want sovereignty, we want truth, we want to go forward into world peace, don't we?
Definitely.
And to keep our high vibe is going to go over that tipping point and actually get us there. So that's why I feel my work is so important, because I know we know all of this stuff, but sometimes we need reminders, even myself,
So what
so that's why I find it's important.
definitely if you and it, yeah, if you the practitioner, the experienced person needs to do it, then we all need to do it as well, don't we? And
All
a
of
lot
us.
do it, yeah.
Yes, yes, because we get knocked off kilter, and we need to get back to in alignment. We need to get back into alignment and go, no, I'm resilient, do this again, and every day's a new day. And the calmer our minds are, the better we can focus and the more we can get downloaded, or our guidance, whatever you want to call it, the more that comes in, the calmer our minds are. So the tools are there for us.
So if somebody is watching, they want to get in touch with you, obviously we have all your details in the YouTube description and on our social media. It'll be shared everywhere. But is there anything that's maybe on your website or Facebook that people can sign up to now? Have you got an upcoming course or?
I do put out things on YouTube, and under the description underneath the YouTube videos, I do a lot of shorts. They're
Right.
quick and easy with people's attention span.
Yes, that's really helpful. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
People go, oh, scroll, scroll, scroll. So you got to get it in there quick. Like,
Yeah.
come on. I've got a Facebook group that I've just started. It's not been up there long. It's Kim A. Wymer. It's just got an A. That's my middle name, Kim A. Wymer. I've started that page. Yeah, so I've done that, and my YouTube channel is just called Kim Wymer. That would be great to, like or subscribe or share. And then I've got my website, which is just kimwymer.com, and I've got all my blogs on there as well. And my courses. Oh, I've got freebies as well. I've got free things to give away to help people. Yeah, what are the freebies? The freebies are, I did write it down here somewhere. I've got abundance prayer. I've got the abundance prayer for more abundance in our life, and to know that we're always provided for. Good things are always going to come to us. That works. I'm telling you, it really does work. I've again attracted some really good scenarios to myself. I've got an ebook all about self-doubt and confidence. That's free to download. And I've got another one to download, which is called 21 Shifts to Change Your Mindset. And it's simple things that you can do for free. So they're all totally free.
That's really, so again, you're giving back.
Yeah, I believe that. What goes around comes around. So if we can help as many as we can get over that tipping point into our
Yeah.
golden age, all the better.
Oh, it's amazing. I've so enjoyed chatting to you. And I know there's so much more, but maybe we could do a workshop or something in the future.
Oh, wow. That would be amazing. I'd love that.
Be really
Yeah.
good. I think it's just really good for people to see you and meet you, and because sometimes you can see the practitioner directory and it's quite unemotive, isn't it? It's just got a picture, etc., and a description. But once people get to know you, they can see how wonderful you are and
Oh, bless
join
you.
you.
Oh, bless you. That's really a lovely thing to say. And I've never been able to accept compliments, but I'm going to say thank you for that so much,
Good.
Kerry. Thank you.
Good. And women are terrible at accepting compliments. And I always say, please just take it. And
Yeah.
I think most of us say it to mean it.
Yeah.
Think.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Don't say it if you don't mean it. Exactly.
exactly. Okay, well, we're signing off for today, but I know we're going to do more in the future.
Thank
And
you, Kerry.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love that. Thank you for interviewing. I love that. Thank you.
And we'll see you very soon. Thank you for joining the People's Health Alliance and for watching, everybody. And please get in touch, give us your feedback, like and share, and see you next time. Lots of love.
Lots of love. Bye.